Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to another video. I know it's been long and I'm not being consistent these days, but please do understand that I have a lot going, like my midterm exams, my part-time teaching assistantship job, the grading, etc, etc. Anyways, in this video I'm gonna talk about perks of having driver's license, or how to get a driver's license in United States in the first place. So first, let me talk about why do you need a driver's license. So point number one, it is an acceptable form of identity in United States. You can take it to any place and you can show it as an identity proof. However, I suggest you guys to carry passport along with the driver's license, even if you have a driver's license, if you're traveling across United States. But if you're going to a bar or if you're going to a pub or club, but I usually don't carry passport, but don't carry passport. But if you're going to a club or pub where you need to show ID if you purchase drink or even for the entry in the first place, I would suggest take only driver's license, don't take passport there. And usually everything is so distant in US. For instance, Walmart Super Central is about 5 miles from my home. That is about 8 kilometers if I'm not wrong. So you cannot walk 8 kilometers and then come back to home with your groceries. And public transport is not available at every place. Usually, from what I saw when I went to New York, there was a lot of public transport, but coming back to Clemson or going when I went to North Carolina for my internship, there was barely any public transport. So you cannot expect public transport to be present everywhere. So it's always better to have a driver's license so that you have privilege of driving car. So, and in the most of the cases, when you want to travel for a long distance, it is provident to rent out a car from an enterprise and then drive it by yourself than taking a cab, because it'll turn more expensive than renting a car itself. And it is always fun to drive car, super fun to drive car actually. So if you're a car geek, then you must have this driver's license. And here are some of the prerequisites you need to know or you should have before you apply for your driver's license. First, you need to have your SSN to apply for driver's license. You can apply without SSN. You need to apply some SSN waiver form. You need to get a letter from my college, but I would say get an SSN, because anyway you're going to use your SSN when you go for your internship or full-time in future. So get an assistantship, get a social security number early so that you can use that document while getting driver's license. And apart from that, if you have your Indian driver's license, it's always beneficial. You can show the Indian driver's license and you can give your knowledge test and the driving test at the same time. You don't need to wait for a certain time. At least in South Carolina, if you don't have Indian driver's license, you need to wait about like 6 months after your knowledge test to give your driver's test. They expect you to learn in the period of that 6 months. And coming to the documents you need to apply for driver's license or to even give an attempt for knowledge test are passport and visa in the first place. Number 2, SSN, as I already said. Number 3, your I-20. Number 4, student enrollment verification letter. You can get this letter from your administration department in your college. And you need I-94, which is travel document. You can get it on I-94 website. And you need 2 address proofs. Address proofs can be anything. It can be either your electricity bill if it is on your name, if your apartment's electricity bill, or water bill. If you don't have both, don't worry, you can get your debit and credit card statements from the bank. You can use them as 2 address proofs. And 7th is Indian driver's license, as I said. But if you don't have Indian driver's license, you don't have any other option. Go with the top 6 and just tell them you don't have a license and wait for 6 months and then give it test. I think these rules are different for different states, but this is how it works in South Carolina, at least the place I live. Make sure to check the website for accurate details, which I might be wrong if you're from another state. And it actually costs $3 to give knowledge test and $12 to give a driver's test in South Carolina, so it's about like $15 for the whole process. But what I heard, it's in the Middle West, it's about like $25 combined. So it actually changes from state to state. The cost might be a little different, but I'm pretty sure it will not be over $30 combined in any state if you're clearing the exam in first attempt. Yeah, once you're finished with knowledge test and once you have cleared the knowledge test, the DMV, the driver's motor vehicle department, will give you a paper on which they will sign, and they will tell that you have cleared your knowledge test and you're ready for the driver's test. Then you need to take that document along with the documents I already listed to the knowledge test, to the driver's test. You can actually walk in, or you need to take appointment. At least in South Carolina there is a walk-in appointment for driver's test. So I'm not sure if every state has that, but make sure to check that. Just give them a call and book an appointment. And if they say you don't need an appointment, just walk in whenever you are free. And yeah, I mean, that's it. That's pretty much about the driver's license. I mean, get a driver's license, man. It'll be fun. You can go on trips. I actually went once to Hanging Rock. I mean, during my internship, I went to a lot of places just because I have a car and a driver's license. So get a driver's license, it'll be useful. Don't delay it, get it as soon as possible. Just in case you want to travel somewhere, you can save some money. If you have a driver's license, you can just rent out the car and you can drive it by yourself. And that's it. I really hope you got some info from this video, and please make sure to subscribe, like and comment on the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.